Hello, my name is Andrew White, and I'm going to talk through the crash test setup improvements in Oasys Primer version 19. Crash test setup is a tool that helps you set up various crash tests according to different regulations. Features include barrier alignment, contact definition, and boundary conditions. The tool can be used to set up a single crash test relatively quickly, but is also designed to improve the process of preparing multiple crash test models. You can define all of the required settings for a vehicle and link them to a keyword file. Then when you read in the model again to set up a different test, the settings are automatically loaded. You can define the default barrier model for a specific test so that the correct barrier is imported for each test type, pre-configured and ready to go. You can also edit and save your own crash test setup preferences. Moving on to what is new in the latest version. A new Euro NCAP full-width frontal impact test has been added, pictured here. Also, updates to the tests shown have been made, in line with the latest regulations. I will explain further improvements by way of a short demonstration. Crash test setup can be invoked from the safety menu. For this demonstration, I will use the oblique pole side impact test. This test has both right and left impact options, as shown here. For version 19, you can choose to set up both simultaneously by selecting both tick boxes. This will create a copy of the selected model, resulting in two models with similar keywords and labels, one for each side. This screen is used to set the vehicle settings, for example, orientation, ground plane, and so on. Next, we import the required barrier. Here, you can see it will appear behind the car. At this point, you need to define the vehicle barrier contact. In version 19, new options have been added to either select an existing contact that you might already have defined in your model, or to create a new contact. For now, I will use the Auto Create option. When the user clicks on the Go button, the left side impact keywords will be created, followed by the right side impact keywords. A new pop-up window is now displayed before the right master file window, allowing created keywords to be written to either the master file, an existing include, or a new include file. For the left impact, I'm saving new keywords to the master file. The Model Right panel in the right master file window will indicate which impact side is being written. If both left and right impact sides are selected, the similar pop-up window will be displayed for each side, and the user can choose to select a different keyword option, output option for each. For the right impact, I'm going to save new keywords to a new include file. It is also possible to include the code name in the model title by selecting the appropriate tick box. Now, you should be able to see that two models have been created, one for each impact side. Both models contain the same labels for all selected or created elements, except possibly the vehicle contact part set, which can be different for each side. Furthermore, we can see created keywords have been added to the master file for the left impact and added to the new include file for the right impact. Also included in version 19 are batch crash test setup scripts, which can be used to set up multiple different crash tests at once. This automates the setup process and makes it easier to generate many load cases. Two scripts are available, one with a user interface, as demonstrated here, to help the user generate and modify the test setups. A second script with no user interface can be used to set up the cases straight from the saved batch XML files. The batch scripts can run all the predefined load cases, as well as user-modified tests and barriers. It also allows for different vehicle settings to be used. Here I have set up two cases, an oblique pole side impact case and a full-width frontal impact case. I use the drop-down arrows to easily copy settings from the first to subsequent cases and then modify if required. Options to import or save settings are available. On pressing Go, both models are created. A status message is displayed at the end of all of the test setups to indicate whether positioning was successful. Loading the models in again, you can see that the barriers have been positioned as required for a subsequent analysis. There have been multiple other improvements to the crash test setup tool. These are just a few of them. For more details on all the enhancements, please refer to the crash test setup section in the What's New slides included with this release. Thank you.